In this video, I'm going to tell how to interface the Arduino board with the sensor by using a software that is nothing but Circuito. So by using this Circuito app, it is possible for you to interface the Arduino board with the sensor. And the schematic diagram is also obtained by using this particular software, and you need not sign up, or you need not register, or you need not create an account while you are accessing the Circuito. You directly create your circuit without any registration or sign up options. So simply after opening this window, you have to give the option go to app. So it will open. By using this app, it is possible for you, by using this website, it is possible for you to buy the all the components also. If you click buy, then it will automatically go to the purchase mode, and you have to buy the particular board or components by using this website. So it is a purchase website also. So you are going to design your own interfacing by using this. So I will show how to pick up the components and interface all those things by using the Circuito. I already created a circuit, so I have to delete all the things. And once again, I will freshly start up how to interface all the things by using this. So this is your mega board. So you are supposed to get the mega board from the left side panel. I simply type Arduino mega. So the board is available here. There are several versions of Evolution board is available in Arduino Uno, Arduino Nano, like that. But in our project, we are using Arduino Mega because it consists of several pins. So more amount of sensor can be utilized, more amount of sensor can be interfaced, and more amount of output can be taken out by using this Mega board when compared with other boards. That's why I prefer this Mega board. And the second thing is, I already told you I'm going to use a sensor here. I'm using a timer sensor. That's why I have typed like this real-time clock. So the sensor is uptime. By simply click it and give the option add, then automatically the wiring connection, all those things should be assigned by the software itself. Okay. So you need not connect the wires with the Arduino board. In multi-sim, you have to connect the wire with the other components, but here you need not connect the wires automatically. If you simply pick up the component and add the component to the breadboard, the wire connections are automatically done by using by this website. So here I will explain you. This is the DST, that is timer sensor. This is the timer sensor. Drag it and show you. So in this timer sensor, we have 6 pins. The first pin is ground, and second one is VCC. That is, it needs some supply. That is 5-volt supply to activate it operation. And the third pin is STA. It is nothing but serial data line. And the fourth one is SCL, serial clock line. And this is stable pin, and this is the 32K. So we are going to use the 4 pins of this real-time clock, that is timer sensor, to interface with this Arduino. I already told you the Arduino get its supply through the Arduino get its supply through this adapter. So you have to connect a 5-volt power supply with this adapter, and this pin is nothing but a USB cable pin. By using this pin only, you have to embed your coding into this Arduino board. The coding cannot be written in this particular website. There is a separate software is available. You have to utilize that software, that is Arduino IDE. By using that software, it is possible for you to write the coding and compile the coding and check whether there is any error occur in that particular coding. And by using the software alone, you have to embed your coding by connecting the USB cable from the PC to the Arduino board and embed your coding inside the Arduino Mega board. Okay, so here I already told you and I clearly explained about the pin configuration. This is 3.3 volt and 5 volt. The operation of the sensor need 3.3 volt or either 5 volt, and this is the ground, and this is nothing but STL and SCL, serial clock line and serial data line. So I have to connect. So I have to connect the STA pin with this STA pin and the SCL pin with this SCL pin. Why I am supposed to connect the SCL pin with the SCL pin means, so it is a timer sensor that it is like our watch. Okay, time is going to be run here. That time is synchronized with this Arduino board. If it is 11 means here also it is also 11. If it is 12 means here also it is 12. It is 1 means it is also 1. So you have to connect the SCL line with this SCL line and serial data. That timing information can be sent to the Arduino board through this SDA line, that is serial data line. And VCC is nothing but 5 volt or 3.3 volt. That should be obtained from this Arduino board, and you have to give the supply to this sensor from the Arduino board. Arduino board get its supply from the adapter, and the 5 volt should be move inside this Arduino board. So you have to take that 5 volt or 3.3 volt by using this pin. So you have to give that particular voltage to the sensor also. You need not use another power supply to give electrical supply to the sensor. You have to give the electrical supply by using the Arduino board itself. So I am giving the 5 volt here, and ground is connected with the Arduino ground. And it is a breadboard. This breadboard is used to connect the wires and the sensor and the Arduino board. And these two rows are called ground, and these two rows are called ground. There is a line separate this middle region with the ground region, and these regions are connection region. If you connected in a column wise means the connection is correct. If you connect it in the row wise means then the connection is wrong in the main connection board. Whereas in ground it is supposed to be inverse. If I connected row wise means the connection is correct. If I connect in column wise means that then the connection is wrong. Okay, so next is I'm going to connect a motor. I need a relay. So the relay is the relay module. So I already told you, you need not bother about the wire connection. If you simply click add button, automatically the wire connection can be assigned with the Arduino board by using this website. So this is nothing but the relay. So the sensor send the timing to the microcontroller, and the relay is also connected with the microcontroller. Here also we have 3 pins. One is for ground, so it is grounded. And another one is for supply, so I am connected it with the 5 volt. So this relay can be operated by getting 5 volt from the Arduino board. And the third one is nothing but the digital pin. So the Arduino sends some command to the relay. For example, the motor is going to be start at 12 o'clock and it is going to be off at the 1 o'clock. So the timer sensor simply send the timing information to the Arduino board. You're supposed to write some coding whenever 12 o'clock is reached from the timer sensor, then that information should be sent to the relay, and you are supposed to connect the motor with the relay through this pin. So whenever 12 o'clock reaches, the Arduino understand the 12 o'clock time is reached based on the coding embedded inside the Arduino. So it can send the command to the relay to make the motor to make the motor to the on state. Whenever 1 o'clock is reached, based on our application, it understand that 1 o'clock time is reached. So based on the program coding idea, it can send the respond or command to the relay and make the motor to the off state. This is the operation behind this, and this is the schematic diagram. You have to simply take a screenshot and save this schematic diagram in your desktop. And the second important thing is there is another tab is present in this website, that is nothing but code. If I simply click the code, then for this design, the website itself automatically write the coding. Okay, it is a very a special thing that is available in this website. No other website can't write the coding for your design, but whenever you are simply pick the components and put it here, then it can automatically assign the wire connections. And after assigning the wire connection for this particular design, it can write the coding. But but you have to check the coding whether it is correctly work or not. But it is not possible for you to check the coding error by using this website. You have to go to another software that is nothing but Arduino IDE. You have to simply copy this coding and put it in Arduino IDE, and you have to compile it and check whether there is any error occur in it or not. And you have to embed the coding to the Arduino board only by using that Arduino IDE. This circuito is simply used to design your interfacing. Okay, it need not used. It doesn't do any error correction. Otherwise, it doesn't do any compile action. It doesn't used to check your coding is right or not. And this website is not used to embed your coding into the Arduino. Definitely, you will go to Arduino IDE for all those things. Okay, so this is the demo how to make interfacing of a sensor with the Arduino, and how to make interfacing of a particular load with the Arduino. Okay. Sometimes the coding makes some error. You have to check each and every line. If you are familiar with C, then it is very easy for you to write coding in embedded C. This is the embedded C code. If you are familiar with C, then it is very easy to write embedded C, and you have very easy to check the error for each and every line in embedded C. But in most of the cases, this coding is right. The website can create the correct coding. You simply copy the coding and put it in the Arduino IDE and check it whether there is any error occur means, then you have to make some changes in the coding. So if you have some basic knowledge of C, then it is very easy for you to correct the errors. Okay.